Hi, you're watching Alexa, and in today's video I'm doing another concealer wear test. If you didn't know, and if you're not subscribed, welcome. I hope you decide to, and if you're coming back, returning, then welcome back, of course. Today's concealer is the Nude by Nature concealer, the perfecting concealer. Let's get into the product claims now, shall we? So for the Nude by Nature Perfecting Concealer, it says it instantly covers dark circles, disguises puffiness, hyperpigmentation, and blemishes. So depending on what shade you pick up, I guess you could either use it for your under eye or to hide blemishes. Enriched with Australian native Kakadu Plum, vitamin E, jojoba, shea butter, and the formula works to provide skin coverage while helping to improve skin radiance, highlights to refresh tired looking eyes, conceals dark circles and imperfections, doesn't crease, moisturizing ingredients, and lastly, it's fragrance free. They have a very limited shade range on this product, including maybe one medium-ish kind of shade and one darker shade. So it is not an all-inclusive shade range. I find it weird. I'm sure there are people who would like to try Nude by Nature because there are quite a few more natural ingredients in their products, and it's just really a shame that they've not included more shades in the range. I mean, they're missing out. But it's one of the concealers I received in PR, and I wanted to review as many of my concealers as I could for the series. And last year I did 12 days of foundation. You can check them out. They are all linked in the description box down below. But I don't have 12 concealers, and I've been on a no-buy, and so I'm limited to the PR I've received, and I'm just spilling the facts. This is my last time filming, and I'm right on schedule for Lady Time breakouts, so I'm really sorry, but this is just how the cookie crumbles. A lot. Oh, I'm also gonna put some on my under eye, and then yeah, let's do this. Press it into my under eye, and I'm gonna wait a bit and do the same with my primer. All right, taking a bit of my Shu Uemura Block Booster, which is essentially a primer, and it also has a bit of SPF in it, and it has a bit of a tint, as you might have noticed from my other videos. I'm just gonna do this first. I'm gonna put it on the rest of my face as well, but first, well, I won't show that part on camera because I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me apply concealer, but since I'm trying something a wee bit different today, I'm just gonna show you me applying it to my under eye. My under eye is super moisturized right now. Already this kind of just looks like a base because it has a bit of a tint to it. I'm going to be applying my foundations, which is going to be a mix of the CC cream from Bioderma and the Pure 4-in-1 foundation I've been using for most of this series already. All right, so grabbing the Nude by Nature, almost poked myself in the eye, concealer in Sand. Oh, this is thicker than the one I'm trying on the other side. Probably won't go into 2 layers of this. Ooh. This is spreading out a lot, actually. Maybe I used a little bit more than I should have. I'm not sure. Sometimes less is more with concealer, really. Or maybe it's because the area is way more moisturized than I'm used to. So, and the primer already sort of gave it a base. Just in case you were curious, Rimmel on this side and Nude by Nature on this side, and holy moly, there's definitely a difference. Can you see what I see? I want to know, what are you watching over the holidays? I know you're watching lots of YouTube. I see the views going up these days. What are y'all doing over the holidays? Let me know in the comments. Just gonna blend this in with my Real Techniques. I had to put on a lip product today because I couldn't stand the look of the breakage on my lips. I'm gonna grab my Shop Miss A sponge and just pounce that on. And of course, I'll be using the NYX HD finishing powder to set everything. I'm just gonna do a very light wash of this with my Real Techniques brush. Had to jump on here real quick to say it's 1:11. If you were looking for a sign, girl, this is it. I'm just joking. Okay, I'm back. I've done my makeup. Been very experimental with the orange in my Wet n Wild palette lately, but this is how it looks. I'm going to show you some close-ups and I'm going to go away for a while, but technically I would say, even though it is past 1:11 right now, I finished my concealer at around 12:50 because I was watching YouTube while doing my makeup and I got so distracted. You know how it is. So I will be checking in with you guys in a few hours. I'm going to show you some footage of how the concealer looks close up so that we can see what it looks like, girl. And yeah. Hey, we're back and it is 7:12 and let's do some close-ups, shall we? All right, looking at the Nude by Nature here, there is some creasing, of course, as there usually is. That's completely normal. But again, you kind of only see the creasing more when not when I squint, but when I pull my skin down a bit. The creasing just gets very intense towards the inner part. And I do see a bit of a shadow here. I don't think I covered it totally perfect at the beginning. The texture isn't too bad though. I'm actually kind of impressed with the way this looks because of the technique I used in the application. And not just that, it's just I was not expecting to like this. And it's kind of taken me by surprise. I think it's that peachy pink undertone in the sand shade. I will say though, the shade range is absolutely abysmal. I know that Nude by Nature is an Australian brand, but pretty sure there are people of color in Australia. I mean, they must have. It's a really, really terrible shade range. The concealer itself, I mean, it works well, but I'm sure you could find something that has a fuller shade range. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Those have been my thoughts on the Nude by Nature concealer. Now, again, as I mentioned before, not an all-inclusive shade range, but if you're able to color match, I guess, I wouldn't go out of my way because I think there are a lot of other concealer ranges that are more inclusive, of course. But it's a shame because the finish is super nice and I'm really impressed with the results. Have you tried Nude by Nature? Is it available in your country? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chit chat. If you are available to stalk me on social media or if you want to converse on there, my user handle is Alexa Likes, and I will see you in my next video, which will not be a concealer review. Thank goodness. I've had fun doing these, but also these are a bit nerve-wracking to get together in such a short period of time. All right then, see you in my next video. Bye.